Here we are then, phase 2 of our crayfish tank maintenance. So on the last video, if you saw that, I took out quite a few hundred guppies. A bit of a population explosion in the tank. So we've got most of those out. Well, I would say about half of those out maybe, if we're lucky. Phase 2 is going to take all this hyacinth out. And while I'm taking that out, I'll make sure of course that there's no crayfish hiding in the root stocks. I am going to take this blue pipe out. Take that out, and there's a hole that's level with the base of the tank. I'm going to pop open the valve here, and that should start to drain it. To stop any crayfish getting out, I've got a couple of little baskets there. Just put 2 in there to make it a finer mesh. Put a stone on there and put that over the hole once that pipe's out of the way, so nothing can get out. A few little guppies might get through, but not too concerned about that. And then the water that's going to be collected in the buckets down here, I'm then going to repurpose it on my garlics. And what else have I got in here? Kachai, aloe vera, Beijing grass. Got some shallots, not Beijing onions, Burma onions. So we're going to use it all on there. I haven't got my lovely assistant today, she's busy. What are you doing, missus?
Playing with the bamboo.
Playing with the bamboo. So we're having fresh bamboo for dinner, and Toon's also making sour bamboo as well for us to bottle up and have later on. Right, okay. I'm going to release the water. You can see the quite thick sediment. It's not great, but of course it's coming straight from the bottom of the tank, and the tank slopes to where we've got the drainage pipe. So we're expecting it to be dirtier than the main part, but there's lots of fish crap in there from the guppies, and lots of detritus. I know the crayfish do like eating the detritus when they're younger, but that's looking a bit too soupy for my liking. So we're going to get a load of this out, and we're going to get the hyacinth out as well, swap that over. So we'll give you an update in a bit. Well, the water level's dropping quite rapidly. Done about 50 buckets of nutrient-rich water out onto the vegetables. I'll just show you here. I've just started to take the hyacinth out. You can see these big boys are coshing these as well. So I'm going to take a few of them out because we've got about 6 or 7 in here. If you see here, they are laying loads and loads of eggs, which isn't a problem. It's just that they are eating the hyacinth. The small ones, the ones that hatch, the crayfish eat straight away. You never see any baby ones in here. But I just want to level up the playing field a bit, so we'll take a few out. That'll do, just 3. Right, I'll carry on. You can see here they've been caning it underneath, but that's mainly the crayfish that are doing that. These aren't beyond repair. These will grow back fine. I'm going to put these in the pond that the crayfish are going to be transferred to fairly soon. So they'll come back good and healthy, and we'll put some new ones in here. Right, we'll carry on. There's still loads and loads of fish in here, so I'm tempted to take even a few more out. Although I did take a lot out the other day. That's all the hyacinth out now. Didn't look a lot while it was in the tank, but it is a fair old bit. I'm going to go and put that in the grow out pond and get some new stuff while it's still draining. Crayfish everywhere, so that's good to see. Here's the new improved hyacinth. Look at the root system on these. So the crayfish love to get in there and hide in there, find the bugs. There's little snails in there, they'll eat them, and then they will eat the roots as well. But I was surprised how long they lasted, in fairness. So hopefully this will be the last time we have to replace the hyacinth, and the next time we empty it will be to stock the pond. You're right.
Fucking fish stuck in there.
That's as low as we're going with the water. I've closed the valve. There's a lot of crayfish on the move. I don't want to drain it right down to the bottom. And just see one here, if it'll stay still long enough. I've only got so much rainwater, so the rest of it will be coming out of our borehole, which obviously is not as good as rainwater. So that's what I've done. I've just closed it, and that'll do for now. Got all the water hyacinth into position. Crayfish are already burying themselves into the roots. I'll just put it over here, you can see them moving. So I've got to put my blue pipe back in and move the little net bowl that I've got over the hole, and then I'll start filling it up again. So quite happy with that. The water doesn't really stink when it comes out. Sort of like quite often when you get heavy detritus on the bottom or things start to rot, the water stinks when you drain it out. But this isn't too bad at all. So quite happy with the health of it. Oh, there's a big crayfish down there. Oh, bit shy. Water's too shallow for them. Right, let's get it topped up.
No.
Busy, ain't you? It's alright, I'll do all the work. Yeah, alright, same to you. Here we are. The morning after the day before. All the new hyacinth in. And it's all set up nicely now. The crayfish are already in there, and everything's looking good. Just see another crayfish just changed its shell there. That's the old shell left. So someone will come along and eat that soon. But that's good. You can see the bottom quite clearly now. Everything looks a lot more happy. Good, so hopefully we'll get long enough out of this hyacinth to see the crayfish through to a nice size that we can then, next time we drain it down, we can stock the grow out pond. Looking forward to that. Okay, next update, I'll probably show you the little pond that we've got, the little tank that's sunken below ground level, and that's got a few adults in there. Over the next week or so, I'll also catch a few crayfish out of here and just show you how they've been developing. Hopefully they'll be big enough to be able to sex if they're males or females. So the idea is long term to keep most of the females, keeping just enough males for them to reproduce, and put majority of males into the grow out pond because they grow a lot bigger than the females, and they're the ones that we'll consume and sell on.